What's up guys, it's tech-raccoon back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be using the Behringer XM8500 microphone, and I'm going to be testing a range of different wind screens on this microphone to see how they perform, and also give you a couple of tips and tricks on how to use these the best. So what you can hear right now is the Behringer XM8500 with no pop filter on at all, and the plosives are just pretty bad. This microphone does not have good plosive reduction at all, and even though it does have a bit of foam in it, it really doesn't do anything. But the thing is, the Behringer XM8500 is only 32 Australian dollars. So for that price, you really can't complain, even though it has a plosive problem. All you need is one of these cheap windscreens that I will try out later on in this video that come with like the Florian BM800 or the Neewer NW800 or NW700. Anyway, let's move on to our first level of plosive reduction, which is this very thin, cheap pop filter that I found off a random microphone. It's very cheap. It's very thin as well, so I'm not sure it's going to do that great of a job, but let's give it a go. Now I'm starting off by using all these pop filters all the way on, and then I'm going to use my technique of having them a little bit further out so they have a bit of time for the wind to stop before it hits the capsule. Now this is a technique that I made a video on, and that video got a lot of views, so a lot of you already know the method if you're subscribed to this channel, but it is very, very effective. But anyway, this is the plosives with this grey pop filter that's very cheap and relatively thin. That's what I don't like about it, its thinness. This one over here, which is similar price, it's a little bit thicker and it does a much greater job of it, but this one still does a relatively decent job of reducing plosives. So this is a plosives test with the Behringer XM8500. Alright, now let's move this windscreen a little bit further away from the capsule, about an inch away from the capsule. Alright, now just like in my original tutorial, it's about an inch away from the capsule and it's in line with the back metal mesh. Now, this is the plosives with this particular setup. The plosives are way better in my opinion as soon as you move the windscreen further away from the capsule or further away from the mesh. It makes an extremely huge difference. So that's why I recommend, even if you have a cheap and horrible pop filter like the one I'm using right now, move it further away and it'll make a massive difference. So this is a plosive test with this pop filter that's a bit further away. And just for a reminder, this is the Behringer XM8500 with no pop filter. Now let's use the Florian BM800 pop filter. So now I've got this pop filter installed. This is a test with this pop filter. And as you can hear, the plosives are greatly reduced and they're almost gone. But when we go to our last level of pop filter, they will be entirely gone and you will be very surprised with how much this pop filter works. Now, first of all, you'll be able to see that this pop filter is way bigger and also makes the audio quite a lot quieter. So sorry about that. I will hopefully boost it in post. So this is what the audio sounds like with the big pop filter. I have my mouth right up against the windscreen, and this is what it sounds like. I do have to boost the audio a little bit in post because it is a little bit quieter than the other solutions, and that's because it's a massive pop filter, so my mouth is a lot further away from the actual capsule itself than with the other pop filters. Now I also do have it in line with a back metal mesh, but you could probably push this pop filter in a little further since it is so big. Anyway, let's do a quick plosive test. So yeah, the plosives are pretty much gone. So this is a really good solution, and if you're wondering, this pop filter is from the Behringer B1 microphone. It's a very big pop filter and it also does get rid of some of those higher end sounds, but I actually quite like that sound with the Behringer XM8500. So that's been the tests with all these pop filters on the Behringer XM8500. If you did enjoy this video, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Stay tuned for more budget-friendly tech videos like this. With all that out the way, I'll catch you guys in the next video.